I strongly believe, and I got two of me up here. I strongly believe that if you men don't stop doing what you're doing to women, you keep getting out here hurting women and taking women's rights away and all this stuff here. Some folks are going to get hurt out here. If you men don't stop with your behavior of entitlement and wanting to control women and all this stuff here, I'm telling you, men, you guys are going to get hurt out here. You might have the upper body strength, but a lot of us out here carry men. A lot of us carry, and we are not afraid to pull. Look, we're not afraid to pull the trigger. Okay. And I would hate for it to go down like that if you men don't stop mistreating women and putting your hands on women and attacking women. It's going to lead to you men getting unalived out here, because there is a subcategory of women out here who have gone through some things, have experienced some things with you men, have survived it. And these types of women like that, you can't fuck with those types of women like that. When I tell you, Akina has been in life and death situations behind you men. Number one, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful that the Most High has allowed for me to be here. But if you honestly think I'm going to give up my peace, my safety, my home, my children, or anything behind you men, you got me all the way messed up. I will go to the end of the world for minds. And I'm talking about protecting minds and protecting what I have worked very hard for. So when you step into this lane over here, Akina's lane, you better know what time of the day it is. Because there are women out here, we're not playing with you men. We're not playing with you. And I honestly think you men think we're playing with you. We're not. This is no playing matter here. Women opting out of not dealing with you because those women don't want to deal with you. I don't know what part you don't get. We don't want to deal with you. Don't you get it? Women are tired of dealing with you men. That's it. We don't want to live with you. We don't want to have whoopee with you. We don't want to give you any kids. We don't want to get married to you. That's it. This is all part of the natural selection process. Weeding out the useless eaters. Because this is what these elites want there to be done. They say that there's too many people on the planet. And some of us got to go. Your genetics got to go. Your bloodline has to go. This is where things are at, man. Why? Because you refuse to evolve. You refuse to grow. You refuse to treat women like human beings. You clearly voted against women's rights. You don't even want women to have rights. But you think you're still going to have access to women? Seriously? Keep thinking that, men. Because this is just the beginning of what's coming down the pipeline if you men don't stop. And this is the part that scares me, because these 4B women, women like me, I'm not sparing you men. I did a live a good while back, um, letting it be known that I think and believe that 4B women were the catalyst to the reckoning that is coming for you men. Yeah, we're the reckoning for you men. 4B women are the catalyst for what is getting ready to come down the pipeline for you men. Is it possible that 4B women have been sought up to be these men's karmic judgment? Is it possible? I mean, and I'm saying this hypothetically because we're literally following everything in the Bible, men, that you wanted. We want a modest woman. We want a woman who's not a whoremonger or not a Jezebel. You know, and celibacy is in the Bible. So why are you men so upset about women choosing to be celibate? It's literally in the Bible. And before you come at me, I'm not an atheist. I'm not agnostic, but a lot of the women in the 4B spaces are. Yeah. I've come across pagan women, Wiccan women, atheist women, agnostic women, and I have come across a few women out here who are not none of those things, but they believe in God, right? But they still follow the traditional churches, which are under the 501c. I don't follow that. You guys know that I'm in a ministry, and I've been in the ministry that I've been in for about 5 years now. Yeah. So I'm under the umbrella of apostolic teachings. And you got to be of a certain type of cloak to really get into what the teachings that I'm under, you know, and it focus on more in-depth teachings, right, of Jesus Christ. You literally need to have discernment to be able to receive the information, you know, under my pastor, who is a prophet. So, and I, like I said, I've been with him for 5 years, and everything he said has been on point pertaining to some things that I believe is happening. I believe that 4B women are the catalyst for what's getting ready to happen on the planet. I believe that you men are under some kind of karmic judgment. I believe everybody is, but I believe that you men are under some kind of karmic justice and judgment. And I believe that 4B women are a very, very, I'm not going to say dangerous type of breed of women. I'm going to say that in order to deal with these men out here, ladies, you gotta get your emotions out of the mix. And a lot of you can't do that. A lot of you are not going to sacrifice these men so that what needs to be done can be done. Let's just put it that way. A lot of you are not going to turn on men to get this done. And for that, you need to get out of the way. You need to get out of the way so that women like me can get this taken care of. And I'm not talking about violence against men. Now, if men want to take it to this level and they don't want to stop putting their hands on women and they want to continue to keep escalating this into male violence, and they want to keep blaming women for the male loneliness epidemic, well, then, men, it is what it is. It is what it is. Because there are women out here who are in this space who are more hardcore than me, who will pop a bullet in your rear end and think nothing of you. Do you understand that? See, I'm the type of woman, let's sit at the table and let's talk about this situation so that we can come to middle ground. And 4B women have told you, men, We're not compromising anything with you. We're not going to work this thing out with you. No, we tried to do that. We tried to do that, men. You didn't want to sit at the table with feminist women like myself and come up with a resolution for your communities, especially you black men. So, do I care about the birth rate plummeting? No. Do I care that the marriage rate is getting ready to plummet? Nope. Because most of you are in marriages anyway with people you're not supposed to be married to. And on top of that, there's other biblical things going on where the Most High is getting ready to separate folks from each other. He's getting ready to separate the wheat from the tares. And furthermore, this what's happening right now is not some new phenomenal. You know, this has been going on since the beginning of time, where civilization has to die off so that it can recycle again, right? And that's what's happening right now. What am I saying? I'm saying that this is the reset. Not every species is supposed to evolve into the next level here. And I mean, I don't want you guys to be terrified of this. This is a part of evolution. This is a part of evolution, you guys, where the greatest of the greatest and the fittest of the fittest will be the only ones who will survive this. And you best to believe that these wicked people have plans. They have plans. They have plans for humanity. You know, and this is to do what they need to do. But beyond that, you know, this is about the survival of the fittest, you guys. Not everybody is meant to go to the next level here. There's other factors going on here that I can't get off into, but just know that the plan has already been set in motion. And the 4B women who are out of the dating market, we're out of the dating market because we're not supposed to be out here like these child-free women, they're not supposed to sacrifice their wombs for you men. No. This is on a genetic level, this is on a spiritual level, what's going on with those types of women. And then women like me, we have to protect our children from some of you men out here because you're not supposed to have access to them either. And a lot of you men are not supposed to have access to women at all, period. So I believe that 4B women are the catalyst to what's getting ready to happen to these men out here. What am I saying? That 4B women are the types of women that you just cannot mess with out here. And you men are so used to dealing with women who don't have spinal cords. You're dealing with women who don't have backbones. You just need to control a woman. You need to dominate a woman. And women like me are telling you, you're not going to get that from us. I'm telling you, men, you're not going to get it from me. Because I'm not a weak bitch. You might try that with these other types of women out here. You're not going to try that with women like me. I'm sorry. So stay intimidated, stay mad, do whatever you need to do to make yourself feel good at night. But at the end of the day, do not mess with 4B women. Do not. Because I'm telling you now, I'm not going to spare you, men. I'm not going to spare you. If I get out here and I see you putting your hands on women and I cross paths with you, homeboy, you in trouble. Yeah. Like what you men are out here doing to these children, not on my clock. You start messing with the children, you start messing with women, you start messing with the disabled and the elderly, I am coming for you. And you start messing with the animals, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You heard me correctly. I get out here, you're like, there's a guy today had raped a little 4-year-old girl. You want to know what I was thinking? Castrate him. Castrate him. We have a law here. You want to get out here and essay and rape a woman? Castration. So they're going to sentence a guy to the death penalty, right? And they're going to castrate. Mm-hmm. We just passed a law here, so that's what these states need to do. Send these criminals on down here to Louisiana so they can get castrated. You want to put your thing in women and children without their consent, and animals, even bestiality. I don't talk about this stuff on my channel. That type of stuff. You want to get out here and do these evil crimes, well then you don't deserve to have your manhood. Okay, they should castrate you. And that's what they need to do with all of these men in these other states. Or these other states need to get on board with castration. They need to just go ahead and send them on down here to Louisiana and let us take care of them. They're getting ready to castrate 2 men here. And one of them is getting ready to get sentenced to the death penalty. So I know where he's going. He's going to Angola. Angola is maybe about 30 minutes from me. We're not playing with you, man. Playtime is over. Playtime is over. It's too many women having too many male experiences that are not good. Which further proves that most of you men are not good people. So I believe the male loneliness epidemic is you men's karmic for how you've treated women on the planet. And now you got to pay for what you've done to women. You got to pay for the deeds of how you treated women. You got to pay for that. Why? Because it's time for you to pay up. Your counterparts, men, are these pygmies. They indulge in whoremongering behaviors and they indulge in Jezebel lifestyle. And they're all about worshiping the patriarchal system, which is hell. So that is who your counterparts are. But you continuously keep chasing women like myself. who are fighting against the system to protect women and children. You keep trying to challenge women like me, and we don't want to be challenged by you. We don't want to be challenged by you because we're not a challenge for you men. We don't want to be challenged by you men. We're not here to be a challenge for you men. We're letting you know we're not participating under this system. I don't know what part y'all don't get. But you convince yourself, yeah, because you just haven't found the right type of man yet. 4B women are not even looking for men. We're not looking for you men out here. When I leave my house, I'm not thinking about, oh, let me get dressed up. I wonder which man I can get the male gaze to. We're not thinking about you men out here. I'm not thinking about you men. I'm thinking about how can I make more money? And how can I survive under all this inflation that's going on right now? And how can I protect my children under these crazy laws that Trump is putting into place? And another thing why we're not going to deal with you men out here is because most of you are Trump supporters. And yes, we are going to ask you, what is your political status? Especially if you're approaching us. Ladies, that should be the first question you should ask these men. What is their political status? Make them show you their voter's registration card if you're going to deal with these men. That's right. We're going to find out who you voted for. We're going to find out what political stance you're at. And no, we're not dealing with you Republican conservative men. We're not dealing with y'all. Y'all could just, I don't know, go find conservative women to date and breed with. Because that's how you view women. You view women as nothing more but breeding cattle. We're not here. And I had a Republican man tell me yesterday, yeah, so if you don't want to get married and you don't want to have children, he didn't know that I was already married and had children. Then you're just useless. This is how you men view women of today, as useless, especially women who don't want to get out here and get married or have families. You feel that we're useless in society. Well, we're going to show you what useless looks like. Because we're not going to get married to you. We're not going to have your babies. We're not going to live with you. We're not going to deal with you. And you can just cease to exist. And what do you want with liberal women anyway? We don't have the same belief systems. Liberal women and Republican men, we don't work out together. We don't have the same political stance. We have nothing in common pertaining to bodily anatomy, women's rights, or none of that. But you men have convinced yourselves that you can just come in and challenge it. No, we don't want to be challenged by you. I've told the women over here not to even deal with you men under this current administration. Because here in a moment, you're not going to have any bodily anatomy rights. You're not going to be able to make any decisions over yourself and your health care. You're not going to be able to do anything here in a moment. Because the men voted against that. They voted so that you can't have any rights. Especially Gen Z, Gen X, and Millennium men. You men did this to yourself. Now you're sitting up online about a male loneliness epidemic. I need friends. I need a woman. Well, go be friends with your homeboys. Come here. Go be friends with your homeboys. Since you hate women so much, be friends with them. Go be friends with them and make that work. But if you honestly think women are going to deal with you under this current administration with having no rights, and I don't know what woman would be out here getting pregnant right now. I don't know what woman is out here getting pregnant right now. But you must not know you don't have any bodily anatomy rights. You do realize that. You have no rights. You have no rights right now under this current administration. Thanks to Trump and this whole Project 2025 nonsense that men voted for. These men are still out here thinking that they're going to have access to women. And it's crazy the mentality that you men have pertaining to women right now. That I'm still gonna have access to a woman, even though I voted against her rights. No, you're not gonna have access to women, despite voting against women's rights. No, you're not. No, you're not. Let's go. No, you're not. You're not gonna have access to women. No. No, you're not. Trump is hopefully he'll be out of the White House and I don't know what. The next 3 years. I mean, we're already headed into November here soon. So we got 3 more years of this administration. Come on. And outside of that, I mean, if anything happens to him, well, then we have JD Vance. I'm telling the ladies, just opt out. Don't even deal with these men. Just opt out. Just opt out. Between the STDs and all this stuff here, why are you guys even out here dating? Don't you understand that we're in end time activity? Nobody's thinking about dating right now or getting married or having babies with everything else going on right now. Men, we're too busy out here just trying to survive and protect our children and eat. We don't have time for out here dating wise. So Wipe your face. Huh? Right here. It's sad, you guys, what's happening, but this is what happens when you vote against women's rights. As you guys can see, Project 2025 is going into full swing. They're slowly getting the puzzle pieces together. And the only women who should be out here dealing with these men are these pygmies. They created the monsters. So they have to deal with the creation that they created. This is not for women like me to fix. You pygmies did this. You male-centered women created these monsters. You sat here, you coddled your sons, you did not hold them accountable. You had children with men that you knew that you hated. You made your children resent the fathers of their sons. And now we just have a generation of boys and young men who are just lost. They're sitting down listening to red pill teachings. They're believing that the women are the enemy. And you literally got women out here who are thinking that you're going to find a unicorn man in all of this cesspool. My advice to you ladies out here is to get out of the dating pool right now for a couple of reasons. My sister is pregnant and she'll be having her baby next year. And I promise you, she won't have no kind of medical insurance. And you black women know how the medical system feels about black women, especially under prenatal care. So what does that mean for black women right now? Why would y'all be wanting to get out here and get pregnant? Why? You have no bodily anatomy rights. None. If you're smart, you're not going to get pregnant by these men. You're not going to get married to them. You're going to leave these men alone right now. Because I don't think these men have learned their lesson yet. What do I mean by that? They still think women are playing about a lot of things. Oh, there's no way women are going to go for me. There's no way women are going to go without getting, eggplant. There's no way. Oh, there is a way, man. Oh, there's a way. I've been on this 4B journey, honey, for 15 years. 15 years since my ex-husband. Akina, no eggplant, 15 years. It can be done. It can be done because it's called self-discipline. It's called having discipline over your body. Where when I'm talking to people, it's not all the time about smecks. But you men have made it all about that. You've made it about that. So we're gonna show you what's getting ready to happen, men. We're gonna show you. And that's what you ladies are gonna have to do. You're gonna have to show these men better than you can tell them. Because they have convinced themselves that they know more about women than women know about themselves. And no man on the planet can tell me about Akina because Akina knows Akina. Akina knows what she likes. Akina knows what she wants. Akina knows what she does not like and does not want. But this is a part of the patriarchal system where you men just want to control women. You feel controlling women is the only thing you can do. You don't control women. Never did, never will have access to do that. Let this system go because it's dying out and traditional relationships are dying out. The old patriarchal system is getting ready to come to an end. This is what these men are still scrambling around for. It's a system that does not benefit humanity and evolution. And like I said, if you men don't evolve, you don't grow, well then you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna cease to exist. Your bloodline is gonna cease to exist, and you're not gonna be out here procreating with women. I'm telling you what's getting ready to happen. I'm telling you, you know what's getting ready to happen, you guys. I mean, and these men, they're not going to see this one here. And I keep hearing men say, you know, if men are not working and building into the infrastructures and going to work, who's going to run society? Well, men, you know, I'm into homestead living. I pretty much live off the grid. I already know about solar panel hookups and gardening and canning. A lot of us in the 4B spaces know this. I mean, push comes to shove, you know, and I know people who own farms where I can get meat supply from and my vegetables. But yeah, I'm into canning, I'm into growing things. Anybody that knows me personally, they knows that I'm addicted to mason jars. I grow herbs, and I'm not talking about herbs that you smoke. I'm talking about herbs for plant medicine. So what are you men telling women like me? You don't think poor B women haven't figured this out? I know how to filter water using iodine and cheesecloths. I know how to create a water filter system. So I know how to go to rivers and streams and get water supply. I have filter straws. So I'm used to living outdoors and I'm used to survival type stuff. Ladies, I mean, all you need is wood and rope and tarp, and you can build things. And an axe, you can build things. How do you guys think people survived out in the woods and out in nature? They had to use the supplies around them. So we're coming into a point where, like I said, this is going to be about survival. I told y'all to stock up on non perishable foods, get your basic essential needs, because we're coming into a point, as you can see, society is collapsing. People don't want to go to work. People are getting laid off. The men are rioting, saying that if women won't deal with us, then we're not going to go to work. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. And this is just where we're at right now. So my advice, ladies, is to get prepared for this. My advice, ladies, is to get prepared. Yeah, get prepared for this. Yeah, wait until that bus comes to a complete stop. What is that, bus 308? Or is that bus what? Yeah, okay. Wait until that bus stops. Oh my God, my son has a lot to learn. Oh my God. I told him to wait until that bus stops. And he just went on right on in front of the bus. Like, I mean, like it ain't no tomorrow. And the bus driver ain't got an ounce of sense to open up her window and tell him to wait. And this is why I have to be out here, you guys. I mean, it's just crazy what children do. So you guys need to get prepared. You need to get prepared for this one because society is collapsing. And when society collapses, everything becomes chaotic. I told y'all to stock up on non perishable foods. I told y'all to stock up on your vitamins, your medicines, everything that you need for this one. Um, Everything has to reset. I'm not thinking about no birth rate. I'm not thinking about no marriage rate. I'm not thinking about none of that. Not while civilization is unraveling. So I want you ladies to be safe. Please be safe. Please get some protection. This is getting real out here, you guys. The only concern that I have is the safety of women and children as society continues to unravel. I mean, people can barely pay rent and eat and function right now. People are losing their homes. I don't know why I want to say this. I see a lot of people migrating from their areas. I see a lot of people migrating, you guys, because they're not going to be able to afford to stay in the areas that they're in. But not only that, it's going to be a safety concern, especially you folks in these blue states and cities. You're not going to be able to function up there. You're going to have to migrate down south where, and for people like me, you know, they're already cutting folks off Medicaid and food stamps here. Yeah, they're doing cuts here. So many layoffs here. And if you don't have medical insurance, you're screwed. You're screwed. So that's the time we're coming up into, you guys. Get prepared for this, you guys. Get whatever you need to get and start stocking up. 3 days of darkness is coming as well. Keep cash on hand, not on your bank cards. I actually have some money that I need to pull off my card. You want to keep cash on hand. I have money on another card, not in my bank account, because there's been issues going on with the banking systems. So actually, when I go out tomorrow, I need to try to get the money off my card. Okay, I need to get the money off my card. You want to keep cash on hand at all times. But I moved the money off of my bank card and then I moved it to another card in case the banking systems go down. Um, you want to keep emergency cash on hand. That's the key I'm trying to make right now. Any little money you can get, just keep it on hand. So that in the event of an emergency and the ATMs are down and you can't access what's on your card, you have money on hand. This is what I mean by you guys need to get prepared. Let's come on here. What are you doing? What? Let's go. Come on. So That's what I mean, you guys. You guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I got paperwork to do this morning, cooking, and figure some things out. But for breeding and procreation, you men are better off with pygmies. That's where we're at. And that's how you know these men are panicking, because all they're thinking about is the birth rate and getting the marriage rate up. And the societal collapse situation like what we're in now, nobody's thinking about that right now. You guys have a good day. Please be safe and do what you can right now.